People, deluded, I'm back again. Good morning, and I hope you're all doing well and you're all safe and in good spirits and good health and these things. Now, before I get out the door, sadly, to earn a living this morning, I thought I'd make a video quickly about Stanislav Lobotka. Now, he's a player who's been linked with Arsenal before. Allegedly, we spoke to his agent last summer. Viewers that have watched me, you've known, as well as talking about Torreira, I have spoken about this guy, and I sadly should have made a vid, but I've spoken about this guy. If Aaron Ramsey leaves, he's a completely different, completely different. They play the same position, but completely different sort of player to Aaron Ramsey. But if Aaron Ramsey sold, I'd love to see this guy brought in, because for me, I can't believe he's still at Celta Vigo. No disrespect to the side, and they stand to make a healthy profit on the £4.5–5 million they initially spent on the guy. To be honest, he should have been in England. I'm so sure he's played at full international level against England for Slovakia, his home country. I'm so sure. If not, it was at under-21s. But for some reason in my head, he's definitely either set up a goal or scored a goal against Joe Hart. I can't remember too vividly, so forgive me. But I'm sure. He's 23 years of age, 24 in November. For me, he's amazing. I don't know. I think he's right-footed. I could be wrong. I don't know what foot the man uses, man. I see him switching flanks, switching possession, receiving the ball on the first touch with both feet. He's got lovely short and long-range passing. He's very good at he gives away a couple fouls, and he likes to snap at heels, which I like, but he's very good at drawing fouls for himself. He's very good at evading challenges in tight spaces. He's very good at finding passes in tight spaces. He's quite mobile. He can play slightly deeper in midfield. I wouldn't call him a defensive mid, but he can be some sort of stopper, sort of. He can play the Lucas Torreira role to a degree. He can be deep lying, or you can give him a sort of creative license to go forward a bit and be a bit more reserved, similar to a degree loosely of what we see with Ramsey in this current sort of position he's playing in starting games for Arsenal under Unai Emery. He's a bit like Modric. He's nothing like Modric at all. In fact, loosely they play the same, but he'll have to do a lot of things to be mentioned in the same way as Modric. What I mean by that is, for me anyways, it looks like, I mean, if you remember Modric at Spurs, he wasn't necessarily playing a 10 or playing on the flanks, but he had a license to roam, similar to what Eriksen had a few years ago, in a sense that you'd see him pick up on the left, pick up on the right, receive it all in the centre of midfield and do different things before being pushed back slightly and becoming this ultra midfielder you see Modric as. I see these loose similarities with him. I think he's a good midfielder. He can play a range of roles. He's got the close control. He's got everything we look for in a midfielder. One thing again that he's different with Ramsey, on top of being a different sort of player, doesn't score as many goals as Aaron Ramsey. Not that Aaron Ramsey scores a lot. Well, he does, but you get what I'm saying. Like, he's a good player, man. I can't believe he's still at Celta Vigo, and I do believe this is a player we need to be looking at to bring in our midfield. I mean, him, Guendouzi, and Torreira together would be a madness. Xhaka would probably have to fight for his future at the club. We probably won't go for this man. I've seen us linked with him, as previously saw Spurs, and I think PSG. If PSG sign him, I think PSG should go for him. I think he'll start games for PSG, but he probably needs to go up several levels before people really start taking heed of him. But the ability is there, man. And obviously, to highlight the fact that he's not really a goal scorer, and that's not his strengths at all. In his 47 appearances for Celta, he's got 0 goals and 1 assist. For Trentin, a team in his homeland, which actually produced quite a few good players that go on to play. I'm so sure Leon Bailey, Jamaican, hopefully turns Jamaican international, had a period there. He got 3 goals and 2 assists in 84. For the other club, I can't say FC North, I can't say that. Just go on and look at the teams he's played for. He didn't score. He actually had a spell at Ajax in their under-21s, which he only got 3 goals and 1 assist in 47. So he's a completely different player, but I think he would bring a lot of balance into our midfield. I think with him, Torreira and Guendouzi, we'd finally be getting midfielders which, while they're nowhere near City's level, people that can dictate a game, people that can, for me, what I want to see at this club, if there's an option on either flank, do it in 2 touches, 3 touches. It takes us about 5 to 10 passes to move the ball from one side of the pitch to another. He can do it in less, and I believe with a passing range of him and Torreira and the engine they would both have, and they're both not the biggest, we'd have 2 soldiers in there, man. We'd have some real good midfield options. It's just a wish. I guess I'm just going to buy him in FIFA 19. I don't have that. FM Football Manager 19. I guess this is just, I'm drawing up my targets. He's going to have to be one of them. So, yeah, man. got nothing more to add, unfortunately, people. Guys, DG, thank you for watching, tuning in, and them things. It means a lot. Like and subscribe if you wish. Yeah, I'm out.